Alright, okay, so this video is a continue from the last video on the on the word Hebrews 8:11, where basically reads, "And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest." And so before I got to basically explain or got the understanding I got from it, the video cut, and my phone was started to act weird that day, so it was not enough space in my phone, and the first video I made disappear. I don't know where it went, and I joined the second one, and the second one cut off because there was enough space on my phone. So this time I just want to go just a little bit in it, what I feel like is coming from that particular word. And so basically, I don't know if you can't see me very well, but I guess listen very well what I'm saying, even if you can't see me. I feel like, well, I don't say I feel like, but I think that word is basically saying that we're entering a time where deception is going to be really bad, really, really bad. And if you don't know God for yourself, anyone can come and teach you anything and say anything, and thus says the Lord, and say the Lord said it, and they could be deceiving you because you don't know God for yourself. So like I said in the last video, it's pretty straightforward. It says that, "And they shall not teach every man his neighbor." This is what God says. If you read the whole entire Hebrews, that particular voice, chapter 8, it says how God is saying basically where he is making a new covenant with his people, and the new covenant includes that everyone will know me. Like in the Old Testament, you would have the priest. The priest would go before God, make a sacrifice for the people's sin. The people would bring their gift offering, whatever they needed for their particular sin that they committed that year, to make an offering to atone for their sins. But then Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, the ram which God had provided, and he shed his blood for all mankind. So there's no more sacrifices of animals, no more of none of that. Jesus made the ultimate sacrifice. He became the ultimate high priest for mankind. He became the mediator between man and God. So no more will we have to need man to be a mediator. Like, the best example I can give is how we see pastors and prophets. We think, well, most people, even myself, used to think only a pastor or a prophet get heard from God, right? No possible way, right? That they made it seem as if only if you're on the pulpit you get heard from God. If you're not on the pulpit, if you're just in a congregation, there's no possible way you could hear from God. You're gonna have to hear from us. Whatever we say, then that's God said that, right? And because we didn't know God, we were pretty much deceived to follow what the pastor said, or to follow what the prophet said, or to follow what the bishop said, right? So I feel like God is calling us out of that, because it's going to be a time where it's going to get really, really dark. But when it gets really, really dark, light shines a lot brighter, right? So God's going to be more, how can I say it, more present. You're going to see God more. As it got dark, he's going to see him more and more, because the miracles are going to get me more intense, and however the days reveal itself. But my point of the message is this: we're coming out of the old, that's the old, where you go to the pastor and say, "Pastor, I need you to tell me what God is saying," and the pastor will tell you what God is saying, or so-called what God is saying, but you didn't even know for yourself. So this is the days where you're going to have to know for yourself. This is a new that we're stepping into. We're going to have to know your God. It says, "For they that know their God shall do great and mighty exploits." So it's basically a simple word. It's straight to the point. Know your God. Know who you're serving. When you're going after God, you're going to have to really, really go after him with your whole heart. If you try to half-step it in the flesh or so forth, you could be deceived if you walk in the flesh. You will be deceived, actually, if you walk in the flesh, because the flesh will desire the things of the world. And it says, anyone that loves the world does not have the love of the Father in them. So all I can say is, It's pretty straightforward. Read the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, and and basically go with the leading of the Holy Spirit and what He wants to tell you from it. Because I can't tell you everything. I don't know everything. Only the Holy Spirit does. So that's basically it. If hold on, give me a sec. So I know I wrote. Well, I'll just go with that for now. Because someone asks, what did what was the rest of the things that I wanted to say? So that's basically it. What I wanted to say. You're gonna have to know your God in these last days. You're gonna have to know who God is. You're gonna have to know His voice. You're gonna not have to know how He works. You're gonna have to know that not everything He does you're gonna understand, but you just have to trust Him. You can't expect that this person speaking is what God is saying. You're gonna have to know Him personally. That if He reveals something to you, and someone comes to you and said, "This is God says," they're basically confirming it, right? Or if they say something, then God will confirm it with you. This is the day, but you can't just take man on their word. This is the day you're gonna have to really know God, and that's pretty much it I have to say. So